Hi people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new video. So, first of all, please don't forget to donate to Palestine because it's really important right now to continue and maintain the good fight and keep your foot on the gas. I can't fathom how the Palestinians feel right now, so please don't forget to continue to be donating to Palestine and to stand in solidarity with them. So yeah. Second of all, this video was inspired by Books for Amy. I watched her video a month ago, I think. I don't remember really when because I'm pre-filming this video the 5th of June, so I don't really remember how far back her video was. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't remember when exactly she posted it. But anyway, I watched her video. I thought it was super cool, so I decided to do something kind of the same. So here we go. Please go watch her video. Please go subscribe to her channel because her videos are so lovely and so splendid and so wonderful. And she seems like such a wonderful person as well. So please go support her. Anyway, the first book on this list is called Dangerous Remedy. This book is absolutely so good. It's a YA historical fantasy book following two sapphic people who are part of a band of people who help rescue people who are about to be guillotined. I've said the word people so many times. But anyway, their latest rescue doesn't quite go the way that they expected to. And also, did I mention the two main characters are sapphic? We love to see it. This book is absolutely so good. First of all, the world building is so unique and it is so wonderful and it's so inventive. The plot is so intriguing and it's so lovely and it's so wonderful. And I'm so excited to read the sequel. Like I said, I'm pre-filming this video, so I'm pretty sure the sequel is already out by the time you're watching this video. But at any rate, I'm so excited to continue the series because this book was literally so good. It's just as good as I was expecting it to be. Actually, no. It was better than I was expecting it to be. This book is absolutely so wonderful. I'm so excited to continue this series because the world building and the plot and the romance and the characters were so well developed. This book is so underrated, and for what? It's absolutely so wonderful and it's so lovely and it's so absolutely so splendid. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called The Good Luck Girls. This book is YA fantasy and it follows a young black sapphic girl who's on the run after one of the girls in her friend group accidentally kills a man. So they're all on the run together. This book is so good. It's absolutely so good and it's so underrated and it's absolutely so awesome. And I'm so excited for the sequel. I think the sequel comes out in August, so it's not out by the time that you're watching this video. And I think it comes out next month. Anyway, I don't remember when you're watching this video, if I'm being completely honest with you. But anyway, the point is, this book is so good. The plot is so fast-paced and it's so intriguing. The world building is so awesome and it's so inventive and it's so immersive. The characters are so well developed and so distinct and so awesome. The group dynamic between all of them is so cool and I really enjoy it. And I'm so excited to see what will happen next in this sequel because literally this book is so good. It like deserves so much more hype. This book is literally so underrated. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called The Leader by Traci Chee, who's one of my favorite authors. Her world building is so unique and it's so inventive and it's so wonderful. This book is literally one of my favorite trilogies and it's absolutely so good. This book is YA fantasy and it follows a young girl who lives with her aunt after her father got brutally murdered. Actually, I believe her mother also got brutally murdered. But the point is, she lives with her aunt because she was orphaned. So that's fun. And after her aunt gets kidnapped, she must go on a journey to figure out why and figure out if the two incidents all related, and also it's set in a world where reading is unheard of, which is frankly all I needed to know to be intrigued by this world. This book is literally so good. Traci Chee is so underrated. I absolutely love all of her books. All of her books are absolutely so fantastic. This book is literally so good. I love the world building, I love the plot, I love the romance, I love the characters. The covers alone are so beautiful. This book is literally so good, and like I said, it's the first book in a trilogy, and the trilogy is so good. Each book keeps getting better and better and better and better and better. This trilogy is literally so good, and it's so underrated, and I love it. All the characters are Asian, by the way, so we love to see it. This book is literally so good, and it's so underrated. So with that, I would highly recommend it, because I love these books, and Traci Chee is literally a genius, and her books deserve all the hype and so much more. Like literally, her books deserve just as much hype as, say, Leave or Do Go, which I know is a very high compliment. But anyway, this book is literally so good, so I highly recommend it. There were so many mosquitoes flying all around me in the last clip that I hope that doesn't happen again in this one. It is so humid outside because it just recently rained, so I think that's why the mosquitoes are just so attracted to me right now. But anyway, the point is, the next book on this list is called Ace of Shades. This book is also the first in a trilogy, and it's so good, and this trilogy is definitely one of my favorites as well. And this book is also so underrated. And yeah, Amanda Foody is also one of my favorite authors, because her world building is so inventive, and it's so lovely and so wonderful, and her characters are so well developed, and her plot and her writing and her plot twists are so cool. So if you didn't know, this book is YA fantasy and follows two characters. N, who is straight out of finishing school, and she's a fish out of water, and she's going to the City of Sin because she's looking for her missing mom. And the City of Sin is a fantastical city that's inspired by Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, and her only lead is Levi, who's a con man. And honestly, they would have never met if they didn't have a connection through her missing mom, because he's just not the type of guy that she would want to meet. You know what I mean? Anyway, he's a con man, but he's also black and bisexual, so we love to see it. This book is absolutely so good. I know I basically said earlier that this book is so good, and it's so underrated, because the world building, the romance, the plot, the characters are so wonderful. This trilogy is so underrated. And for what? Because it's absolutely so splendid, and it's so good. And this trilogy deserves so much more hype, because it's absolutely so unique and so wonderful and so lovely. So with that, I would highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is one I've talked about pretty recently, and it is The Neville Tilting World. This book is absolutely so good. It's a YA fantasy following 4 distinct characters, 2 of which are sapphic. One is disabled, and they're all people of color, so we love to see it. This book is absolutely so good. Anyway, they're all on a journey to help save their broken world, which I think is so cool. This book is absolutely so good, and it's so underrated, and I know that I've used the word underrated to describe every single book on this list, but literally, this book is absolutely so good, and it deserves so much more hype. So first of all, the characters are all so well developed and so distinct, and I love them all individually, but also second of all, I love the romances in this book because they're all so well developed, and I just really enjoyed them. One of the romances is sapphic, and like I said, we love to see it. This book is absolutely so good. The plot as well is so intriguing, and it's so action-packed and fast-paced. We love to see it. The world building is so inventive, and it's so good. It's so cool. This author is so talented, and I love them. The sequel was also quite good, so with that I would highly recommend this really underrated duology because it's absolutely so good. So yeah, there's that. The last book on this list, but certainly not the least, is called Flame in the Mist. This book is a YA fantasy that follows a young girl who infiltrates the clan who attacked her convoy on the way to meet the guy that she's supposed to marry. This book is absolutely so good. Renee Ahdieh is one of my favorite authors because I love her writing so much. Her world building and the way that she crafts such an awesome, intriguing, fast-paced, action-packed plot is so cool. And her characters are so well developed and so distinct. Again, this book is the first in a duology, and this duology is probably one of my favorites because it's absolutely so good. It's absolutely so wonderful, and it's so splendid, and it's so intriguing, and it's so lovely, and it's so wonderful, and I really enjoyed it, and it was so wonderful. This book is literally so good. I would say, like, differently from the rest of the books on this list, this book is actually not underrated at all. It's actually pretty popular, but I would say that this book definitely deserves all of its hype and so much more because it's absolutely so good. So anyway, I highly recommend this book because it's absolutely so good, and it's definitely one of my favorite Asian YA fantasies, so we love to see it. So in conclusion, I really enjoyed making this video because if you didn't know, fantasy is my favorite genre, and I'm kind of known on BookTube for being a diverse reader, so accumulating books for this list was pretty easy. So yay! I highly recommend all the books on this list because they're all so splendid and so tremendous. So anyway, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, please don't forget to A, donate to Palestine, but also B, subscribe to Amy and check out her video and check out her channel because her content is so wonderful and it's so lovely. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the cherry emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!